Hello everybody and welcome back to RogueTech, where we are currently defending this base. If RogueTech catches up to us, there we go. We are currently defending this base here from Word of Blake. Word of Blake really wants this base. They have deployed a Vanguard and 2 support lances here, plus an additional reinforcement lance out over this way. There are, I believe, 4 total Word of Blake lances. Now keep in mind, Word of Blake, there may actually only be 3. If that's the case, then we've already killed 4 mechs, which means that there are 14 enemy units remaining. But if there's 4, then we've killed 4 enemy mechs, meaning there are 20 units remaining. Either way, we are heavily outnumbered. They have a cluster up here. We have not taken any substantial damage. And we are about to get turrets on our side, as well as these 2 mechs starting to fight for us. So for now, our Bull Shark is going to stay exactly where it's at in cover. And we're going to continue to fire up at these guys up here. There's a cluster of units up here that we're artillery shelling, and we'll see what we get done. That was a really good long tom hit. That was an incredibly good long tom hit. Beautiful. So these mechs are taking a lot of damage. This longbow is going to move out and shoot at our Corsair. So it's the longbow that's got this AoE damage. The AoE damage is not that threatening to us, but it is slightly annoying, to be sure. But Word of Blake really wants this facility, really badly. So our longbow is going to move up over to here. Heat is a bit of a concern in this desert environment. I'm checking on the hit odds on this Raptor over here. Not great. So I think we're going to go for the kill on this Awesome, although maybe we don't. I feel like artillery has got this under control. Maybe we mostly take a heatsink turn. Or shoot at the Battlemaster. We could get a knockdown on the Battlemaster, actually. You know what? Let's do it. We'll shoot at the Battlemaster. We got a couple engine crits there, but more importantly, that's going to be a knockdown.
Critical hit.
Excellent. So there he goes, getting knocked down. Beautiful. Our LRM-20 Zeus is unjammed. And let's see what they're going to do. They're moving up a Seraph and not shooting with it. I like it. They've not started shooting at these buildings, and this is very, very good for us. They're shooting at our Salamander here. That's fine.
Armor holding.
That's not very threatening.
Light damage, Commander.
Indeed. Okay, what else have they got in phase 18? None of these are going to move. Okay, they're shooting at our Annihilator here. That's fine. Our Annihilator can take this hit. Absolutely wonderful. Avatar moves up. Shoots Gauss at the Corsair. Does manage to hit 1. For now, our armor is holding. We need to eliminate this cluster of units up here very, very badly. So let's see here. This is Poet, and that is in our Annihilator. We're going to step forward into this cover here.
On my way.
And we can fire at the Raptor. Only 1% hit odds on that. I feel like the Annihilator is actually overkill over here. We're just going to entrench for the moment. Just to get rid of the recoil on the Gauss. Gauss have recoil, right? I need to double check that. But I'm pretty sure Gauss have recoil. Okay, that's a sensor lock on our Madcat Mark II. That's fine. This guy moves in, not a big deal at the moment, but there are a lot of enemies out there. They're shooting at our Boar's Head. Our allies' laser AMS actually took care of it. Only 1. Is that an Arrow 4? That's an Arrow 4 tank. Okay. That's good to know. And that's an artillery shot out at our Apollo. And that is going to do a little bit of damage to this medium reinforced building, but really it can take quite a lot more than that. So at this point, our boar's head is going to position out over here.
Moving to position.
And we're going to fire on this awesome. We're looking for a kill, ideally on all three of these, but I don't think that we're going to kill all of them. Our heat is really up there due to the fires. Those were not great artillery shots.
That looked like a critical hit.
But we did some decent
I'm
damage.
melting in here.
So the Apollo moves in. I do expect it to make it to the turrets now. Where did it go? Can I look, please? Oh, it's 1 away. You gotta be kidding me. It's gonna be round 5 before the turrets come online.
I'm hit.
Really? A PPC head hit. Okay. That's unfortunate. Bleeding out, but 18 activations remaining. That's not going to be relevant. Reinforcements are going to be coming soon. So they're continuing to shoot at our Corsair. That's fine. We don't mind. We definitely need some upgraded AMS. There's no doubt about that. That Grasshopper closes in, shoots at our Mauler, and does get a couple hits. I mean, we only had the 1 evasion pip, so that's fine. We weren't really expecting that would have missed. However, I absolutely was expecting that we'd have turrets online after this round. Bunch of MRMs there, I believe.
Can't take much more of this.
That's fine.
Reporting heavy damage.
Yeah, 80 MRMs from that Archangel. Sure. They've got a lot of units out there, no doubt about it. They're continuing to shoot at the Apollo, and they do miss. The Apollo is overheating just from its laser AMS, by the way. So that's a thing. Man, there's a lot of Blakist mechs out here. Like, a whole lot. Is that Apollo going to shut down from AMS? It might. That'd be really awkward if it did. Okay, now they're shooting at buildings. That's unfortunate, but we would prefer that they didn't. We'll see what happens. Those buildings can take quite a bit of punishment. For now. Okay. Here comes the Dragon Slayer. He doesn't quite get in either, but he does shoot at the Avatar. And he gets a PPC hit there. Actually, that's not exactly a PPC. The Awesome stands up. It's taken an absolute pounding from our artillery up there. Shoots at the boar's head, does a little bit of damage there. That's okay.
Showing minor damage.
So we need to get the Annihilator off over this direction, that's for sure. Okay. So this round is the round that we expect turrets to come online. The Battlemaster stands up, and let's see what he decides to do here. If anything. We absolutely expect these 3 to die this round, if they just stand there. So they're shooting at the boar's head. For now, we're fine. No huge issues here. And it positions off over here. That's fine. That's completely okay. But man, this is a lot of assault mechs. No doubt about that. But that's fighting Word of Blake for you. Phase 29 is going to be the Raptor moving up. Going for a Corsair. Missing almost everything there.
Taking minimal damage.
Fascinating. So where did it end up? Off over here. With only 1 evasion pin. The longbow moves up, and it shoots at our Salamander. Our Salamander's AMS is overwhelmed, but we did manage to blunt that blow. Not bad. So the Orion runs around over there, shoots at the Apollo. Gets a sensor impairment, but the Apollo is still doing okay for now. The Apollo will move in on round 17. Gross. We've got a Griffin out there. Griffin isn't very scary. But yeah, there's just a million enemy units. Absolutely a million. So they're continuing to shoot at our boar's head, but they're not getting a lot out of this. So far, this is fine.
Shows minimal damage.
This is completely fine. We're not halfway done with this mission quite yet, but we do expect things to start moving faster as we start getting kills. Okay, those are like mortars or thermobarics there. Mortars. We didn't take any heat. So definitely mortars, not too bad. That artillery tank is a bit of a jerk, for sure. That's going to be a knockdown on the Apollo. Yep, there we go. And they're going to keep focusing on those guys. All we need is them to get into the escort zone, though. Okay, they're shooting at the Corsair there. One hit with the Gauss rifle.
Damage minimal.
Yeah, for now we're okay on that front. With this many units on the field, RogueTech is quite laggy. There's no doubt about that. And to think, I was expecting this to be a quick and easy mission. Sadly, that Arrow 4 did hit us there. It got through the AMS. But we're okay for now.
Heavy damage.
One single Arrow 4 hit like that isn't a big deal. Yeah, that's that Padilla out there. We knew that was there. Man, they just have so many units. It's insane how many units they have. But we are starting to chip through them. We have already eliminated 4, and we've got 3 more over here that are very close to elimination. And they're kind of spreading their damage out on these reinforced buildings, which I really like to see as well. Okay, they're shooting at our bull shark here. Those MRMs are really not doing that much damage.
A hard hit there.
I don't like how this is going.
We're okay for now. We'll be able to respond to this eventually. So their Archangel doesn't fire.
Aye, aye.
And now we can finally respawn. So our Corsair is going to move over here. This is flames on the way. That's to be expected. The Corsair is kind of exposed here, so we're actually going to Vigilance. And we could fire out at this Avatar, 44%. We may want to take that. Or we could fire at the Raptor 2. We're going to try it. I'm not expecting miracles here. But we'll see.
Okay, I'm on it.
49 damage into the Raptor 2 there. I'd very much like to have that Raptor 2 eliminated. Base 23 is somebody way out there. Okay. Not too concerned about that at the moment. Awesome moving up over here. Fairly stock awesome with the tri-PPC there. Okay. So this guy's a decent target for some of our mechs. I like it. They just have so many. So many. So at this point, our Mauler is going to move up here. We are bleeding out, but we don't actually care about that at this juncture. We could fire at this guy. We could fire at any of these out over here. There's a lot of LOS here. I think that the awesome is only 14%. We're actually better off firing at this Archangel. That's our best bet right now. Okay, we could do that. We'll see what we get. 147 damage there into one location. Not too bad. We'll take that. So the Awesome is going to back off a little bit and not fire, or fire at the Corsair. Fire at the Corsair. Cool. Corsair will be okay for now. Of course, our cover is nearly all burned out over here. Next up, we are going to have our Magcat Mark II move up over this direction. Madcat Mark II will position here. I would love to go for that Raptor too. Hit odds aren't the best, but we can Warlord to boost them. And our heat is, I believe, going to be going up here. Yeah, a little bit. Okay. We'll try it. That was a decent amount of damage to the Raptor 2. Unfortunately, we're just having a really hard time hitting it. If we could hit it, then we could do damage to it very quickly. But sadly, that's not really happening.
Light damage.
This is not too frightening, what's happening here right now.
Minimal damage on that hit.
What is frightening is the sheer number of enemies. Like I said, I think there's a total of 24 enemies here, and we've killed 4. Okay. We will get turrets online this round, which will help us tremendously. And the fact that this Apollo has that laser AMS has actually been helping us a lot. Mjolnir moves up, goes for the Mauler, and does solid damage to it. We knew the Mauler was exposed here.
Losing lots of armor.
Indeed. I was hoping that some of them would miss, but we have no evasion pips, so that's not shocking. These guys going for the Apollo and not getting any damage in. Cool. Archangel moves up. Battlemaster closing in here. Also not doing any damage. Excellent.
Yep.
So the Salamander is going to step out over this direction.
Affirmative.
We're going to fire on probably the Awesome here. And I'd love to fire AX rounds. We can Warlord it. And we're still running pretty hot, I think. Yes, we are. But we're going to AX this. And we're going to strip a lot of armor off of this Awesome very quickly here. We did get a head hit there, but we stripped off like a third of his armor.
My SRMs are out.
You don't have SRMs, but I know what you mean.
Yes,
So at this point, the longbow is going to step up over this way. We are still running hot. This is, after all, a desert. 64% on that Archangel. I really want to be hitting these guys with artillery. So I think we're going to go for the Archangel here. Boost those hit odds a little bit. And I think we even take the slight overheat here. That's a lot of damage into that Archangel, actually.
Reporting. Critical hit.
Beautiful. He's unsteady, he's not knocked down, but that's a lot of internal damage. Okay. So next up,
Commander.
that is going to be our Bull Shark. Our Bull Shark has taken some punishment for sure. It's going to step up to ditch some of its unsteady. And we're going to fire, I think, on this longbow with our long tom. We're looking to do damage to all of these units, so this is kind of the most centrally located, but also kind of not.
Locked on target.
That's not the angle I was necessarily hoping for, but I guess it'll do. Okay.
Yes, Commander.
The Boar's Head is going to close in up over here.
On my way.
And we're still going to be going for that longbow. It has basically no armor left. This is still a slight overheat here.
Copy.
But that's okay. We take it. Okay. That's a kill on one of them.
Watch the heat.
Beautiful. Panic level critical on the longbow. The longbow has basically no armor at all left. There's our turrets online. Good. With the turrets online, things are going to become much easier for us. And yeah, he immediately shuts down due to his laser AMS just going absolutely ham. The Annihilator is going to move up over this way.
Confirmed.
And what are we going to look to annihilate here? Wait, what just happened? Oh, he knocked down. Okay, cool. So we could go for the Raptor. We could go for the Archangel, 43% there. 50% actually on the Avatar, and that's what we'll take. We'll Warlord to boost that up a little higher. 56%. Not bad. So we're going to hit the Avatar out here.
Roger that.
Nice. We broke through the armor. There are a lot of good targets right now for our turrets. and our allies. So let's see what they do. We could easily see 3 kills from turrets and allies here. The Dragon Slayer moves up, goes for the Battle Master. That's a solid hit. Cool. Battle Master's unsteady. Turret going for the Archangel there. That'll be a knockdown. And let's see what the other turrets decide to do. But the turrets being online is a huge deal. Okay, that's not great artillerying, but it's fine, I guess. Point defense turret actually getting a lot done there. I like it a lot. And LRMs on that Mjolnir. Yeah, that does good damage too. Nice armor softening. And we absolutely need to continue eliminating these. Okay, round 6. They're going for a Corsair. That is starting to hurt.
My armor's melting off.
Indeed it is. Okay. So it's our move now, and we are going to take the Corsair here. We're going to move it, like, over this way. It's not ideal.
Roger.
We'll position it there, and we could go for the Raptor too, but I'm not going to do that. We could go for the kill on the Longbow, we could go for the kill on the Battle Master, and actually the Battle Master is the best hit odds, so let's go ahead and go for that. We're probably going to have to turn off the large pulse laser here. Actually, no, we're sinking heat.
I'm taking the shot.
Not amazing rolls there. We did get an engine crit.
Got past the armor.
Okay, he ejects. Good. So the Battle Master's out of here. No need to worry about him. Next up, phase 29. Who are they moving? The Raptor 2. Okay, it closes in a little bit. Goes for the Corsair there. Now, we're going to block for the Corsair with the Annihilator once we get a chance to, but that's going to be a while. So we'll see what ends up happening there. Yeah, it's going to be phase 14. So that Orion moves in, goes for the Apollo. Now, the Apollo's probably going to die pretty soon. That's okay. It did its job. It drew a lot of fire, it destroyed a lot of missiles, and it triggered the turrets. So we're okay with this. The Apollo's out of here, so that won't be a distraction for them anymore. They're continuing to shoot at the Corsair. And his armor is still holding for now. Emphasis on the for now.
Losing lots of armor.
Indeed. So that was this sorcerer here. Seraph moves up. Okay. They're continuing to shoot at the Corsair there, indirect.
My armor's melting off.
I mean, the Corsair going down isn't that big of a deal, right? We're not, like, pinning our entire hopes on the Corsair here. Did that guy just not fire his artillery? He did. Okay. There's a Griffin out there shooting at the Dragon Slayer's rear arc. That's fine. We'll see what the Dragon Slayer decides to do. But any damage that they absorb is good for us at this point. The Longbow is going to move down off of that ridge for once and shoot at the Dragon Slayer. Again, that's ideal for us. Any damage dealt to our allies is damage not dealt to us. Okay. They're going for the heavy LRM turret here. That's perfect. That's a really bad use of their mortar. We're super happy about that. Eventually, we're going to be able to respond to some of this. Some damage to our Boar's Head. It can take it. Cool. So, I mean, there's still 5 units here, even though we've eliminated 6. So there were 11 units right here. Almost half of the enemy force. The enemy also moves up, goes for our Corsair. And it actually stray shots its friend over there.
I hate these guys.
It stray shot its friend twice, did some internal damage on the Longbow. The Longbow is somehow still kicking. I have no idea how. It has, like, no armor left. Okay. It probably dies to artillery this round, if I'm honest. The next longbow moves up. This is still the right artillery target. Structure exposure and a head hit.
One in the meat.
Where is the structure exposure on that Corsair, though? That's the question. So let's see what we've got. This torso? Okay. It's not the end of the world. It is rough, but it's fine. The Madcat Mark II is going to position right up here.
Confirm.
14% on that Raptor. 29 on the Archangel. 18 on the Sorcerer. We need to get rid of this ECM. The Raptor can't take too much more of this, right? Surely. How are we doing on this overheat? Mediocre.
No.
There we go. That's a structure exposure.
Reporting. Critical hit.
Okay.
This heat is frying my internal.
For now, that's okay. But they move 4, or actually 5. They move 5 in phase 22. So that Atlas is closing in. It's going to keep firing on the Corsair. Large pulse laser and ER medium laser destroyed there. Indirect fire. Unlucky. But the Corsair is not that big of a deal, right? We've been wanting to rework that anyway. They're shooting at the Thumper turret here. That's good for us. Very good. The Archangel moves in. No problem. We still need to be hitting artillery over here. They're shooting at this large reinforced building and not doing tremendously good. So that's fine for us. Completely and totally fine. Okay, Arrow 4 at the Boar's Head is not ideal,
No, no, no.
but for now it's okay.
I'm taking heavy hits, Commander.
There are just so many of them. Like I said, a total of 24 enemy units. We can handle it, but it's rough. It's certainly rough. So the Battlemaster closes in here. It went for the turret. That's good. We are very happy with that. At this point, our longbow is going to move over this way.
Hitting out.
I'd love to finish off that Raptor too, and in fact, I think we can. We want to get that ECM out of here. That is absolutely ideal. Now, our overheat here is pretty extreme. We're going to do just fire 40 LRMs. I don't like it, but that's what we have to do.
Locked on.
All on the armor. That's unfortunate. Okay. I was hoping to get some internal damage there, I'll be honest. Of course, it's only in that arm that the structure is exposed. So the Mjolnir moves out over this way and fires at the hardened point defense. That's fine. That's good for us. Very, very good. What else do they have? The Boar's Head moves up. And that's it. Okay, well, it's already time to put a cut in here. We only made it 2 rounds. There are so many enemy units. But it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we'll try to get this one finished. There's a lot of enemies. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.